Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about something big today, financial freedom. It's a dream for so many of us, right? The ability to live life on your own terms, without constantly worrying about money. But here's the tough question. If almost everyone wants it, why do so few people actually achieve it? I'll tell you why. It's because the most important lessons about money, the real secrets to building wealth, are never taught in our schools. The system prepares us to be employees, not owners. It teaches us to work for money, but not how to make money work for us. Today, I'm going to pull back the curtain and share the 5 most powerful, life-changing habits that wealthy people practice every single day. These aren't get-rich-quick tricks. These are foundational principles that, if you apply them consistently, can completely transform your financial destiny. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's dive in. The first habit, and arguably the most crucial one, is to pay yourself first. Now, I know what you might be thinking. How can I pay myself first when I have bills, rent, and groceries to worry about? That's exactly the mindset we need to shift. Most people get their paycheck, pay all their expenses, and then hope there's something left over to save. But the wealthy do the exact opposite. When their income arrives, the very first transaction they make is to move a portion of it into their savings and investment accounts. Before the rent is paid, before the credit card bill is settled, before a single dollar is spent on entertainment, they treat their future self as their most important bill. Why is this so powerful? Because it guarantees you're building your wealth. It's a non-negotiable. Think of it like this. Every dollar you save and invest is an employee you're hiring to work for you 24/7. By paying yourself first, you're consistently building your financial army. Start with 10% of your income. If that feels like too much, start with 5% or even 1%. The amount isn't as important as the habit itself. Automate it. Set up a recurring transfer from your checking account to your investment account the day after you get paid. This one simple action forces you to live on the remaining 90%. And over time, compound interest will work its magic. You are planting the seeds of your future financial forest. This isn't just about saving. It's a declaration that your financial freedom is a priority. Now for habit number 2, build multiple streams of income. This is where you graduate from financial defense to financial offense. Think about it. A table with one leg is incredibly unstable. If that one leg breaks, the whole thing comes crashing down. The same is true for your income. Relying solely on a 9-to-5 job is one of the riskiest financial strategies you can have. You're one layoff, one economic downturn, or one unexpected health issue away from a financial crisis. Wealthy people understand this risk. They never put all their eggs in one basket. They actively and intentionally create multiple streams of income. Your job is your primary stream, and that's great, but you need to build others. What could these streams look like? The possibilities are endless. It could be investing in dividend-paying stocks, where companies literally pay you just for owning their shares. It could be real estate, where you collect rent from tenants every month. Maybe you have a skill you can turn into a side hustle. Freelance writing, graphic design, consulting, or even starting a small e-commerce store. You could create digital assets like an online course, an ebook, or a YouTube channel like this one that generates ad revenue. The key is to start small. Don't quit your day job tomorrow. Use your evenings and weekends to explore and build a second stream. Once that stream starts flowing, use the income from it to build a third. This is how you create a robust, resilient financial foundation. If one stream temporarily dries up, you have others to support you. This isn't just about making more money. It's about creating true financial security and independence. This brings us to our third habit, which is a big one. Learn the language of money. Imagine being dropped in a foreign country where you don't speak the language. You wouldn't be able to read signs, order food, or ask for directions. You'd be completely lost and vulnerable. Well, the world of finance is a foreign country for most people. Words like assets, liabilities, cash flow, capital gains, depreciation, taxes, and interest rates sound complex and intimidating. So what do most people do? They ignore them, They tune out. And that ignorance is incredibly expensive. It's why people get trapped in bad debt, pay more taxes than they need to, and miss out on incredible investment opportunities. The wealthy, on the other hand, make it their business to become fluent in the language of money. They don't have to be accountants or financial analysts, but they understand the core concepts. They read financial books, listen to podcasts, attend seminars, and talk about money with other successful people. They see money not as a source of stress, but as a game, and they learn the rules so they can win. You need to do the same. Start by understanding the difference between an asset and a liability, which we'll talk about next. Learn how compound interest works, both for you in investments and against you in debt. Understand the basics of the tax code in your country so you can legally minimize what you owe. The more financially literate you become, the more confident you'll be in your decisions, and the more opportunities you'll start to see everywhere. What you don't know will cost you, but what you do know can make you rich. Let's expand on that with habit number 4. Turn liabilities into assets. This is a profound mindset shift that separates the rich from the poor and middle class. Robert Kiyosaki, in his book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, defined it perfectly. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. It's that simple. Most people spend their lives accumulating liabilities they think are assets. That brand new car, it's a liability. It loses value the moment you drive it off the lot and costs you money every month in payments, insurance, and fuel. Those designer clothes, the latest smartphone, the expensive subscription boxes, all liabilities. They drain your cash flow. The wealthy focus their energy and capital on acquiring assets. They buy things that generate income. Instead of buying a bigger house for themselves, they might buy a duplex, live in one half, and rent out the other. The rental income from their tenant helps pay the mortgage. That property is an asset. They buy stocks that pay dividends. Those stocks are assets. They start a business that generates profit. That business is an asset. Here's the master-level move. The wealthy even use debt, which most people fear, as a tool to acquire more assets. They take out a loan not for a vacation, but to buy another rental property, knowing that the rent will cover the loan payment and still leave them with a profit. This is good debt. Debt used to buy an income-generating asset. The poor use bad debt to buy liabilities, digging themselves into a deeper hole. Start looking at every purchase through this lens. Ask yourself, will this put money in my pocket or take it out? Focus on buying assets, and your wealth will grow automatically. Finally, we arrive at the 5th and most important habit of all. Invest in yourself relentlessly. Of all the assets you can ever acquire, the single most powerful one is your own mind. Your skills, your knowledge, your network, and your mindset. Money can be lost, markets can crash, and businesses can fail. But what you have stored between your ears can never be taken away from you. The world is changing faster than ever before. Skills that were valuable 10 years ago might be obsolete today. The wealthy know this, and they are committed to lifelong learning. They don't stop learning after college. They are constantly investing in themselves to stay ahead of the curve. This investment can take many forms. It could be buying and reading books on finance, business, and psychology. It could be taking an online course to learn a high-income skill like coding, digital marketing, or sales. It could be hiring a coach or a mentor who has already achieved what you want to achieve, saving you years of trial and error. It could be attending conferences and seminars to expand your network and learn from the best in your field. Every dollar you invest in your own development pays the highest returns. Learning a new skill could lead to a promotion, a higher-paying job, or the ability to start a successful side hustle. The confidence and knowledge you gain will empower you to make better financial decisions across the board. So, ask yourself, what is one skill I could learn that would significantly increase my value in the marketplace? Identify it, and then relentlessly invest your time and money into mastering it. The best investment you will ever make is in yourself. So there you have it, the 5 habits of the wealthy that schools should have taught us, but never did. Let's recap them quickly. 1. Pay yourself first. Make your future self your #1 financial priority. 2. Build multiple streams of income. Create financial security by diversifying where your money comes from. 3. Learn the language of money. Become financially literate so you can play the game to win. 4. Turn liabilities into assets. Focus on acquiring things that put money in your pocket. And 5. Invest in yourself relentlessly. Your mind is your greatest wealth-building tool. Starting these habits might feel challenging at first, but I promise you, if you begin applying them today, even in a small way, you'll be amazed at how quickly your financial life begins to change for the better. You'll move from a position of anxiety and uncertainty to one of confidence and control. If you found real value in this video and you're ready to take charge of your financial future, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on the strategies that will bring you one step closer to financial freedom. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.